Jack Carr checking in. I wanted to talk a little bit today about the paperback version of True Believer, which hits shelves on February 25th. Now, I'm really excited about this one because if any of you have read the hardback edition right here, you will notice that there are a lot of redactions in there, 54 to be precise, 54 either words, sentences, passages, paragraphs that are blacked out in here. So I thought that was a bit excessive, especially since everything that is blacked out can be found in publicly available government documents. So I appealed to the Department of Defense, and after another 6 months, they got back to me, and I won on 37 of those 54 redactions. So those are now unredacted in the paperback version of True Believer. So you can see what the government thought was so sensitive that they had to black it out in this one. And I don't want to build it up too much because, like I said, these are all available from publicly available government documents, like this one right here. So there are 17 things that are still redacted in here, and I'm not saying that some of those things can be found here in the House Armed Services Committee assessing U.S. Special Operations Command's missions and roles, hearing before the Terrorism, Unconventional Threats and Capabilities Subcommittee of the Committee on Armed Services, House of Representatives, 109th Congress, second session. But you can go online on the government's own website and download this. And on page 48, you can find some of the things that may or may not be redacted still in the paperback version. Kind of strange that they would redact things that they themselves put out publicly. You can also maybe find some of the things that are redacted in this, the Delta Force. Now, I read this in grade school, middle school, I think, actually. And Charlie Beckwith, if you don't know who Charlie Beckwith is, you should definitely look into his background if you're interested in the history of special operations. But the title of this book may or may not be one of the things that is redacted in, well, both novels. But if you haven't read The Delta Force by Charlie Beckwith, check this one out. Remember the time in which it was written in the mid-'80s, but fascinating history through the eyes of a man that really changed U.S. Special Operations history. So you can check this out. It's still available. And there we go. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. And the paperback version is out February 25th. Thanks so much for your support, and more books to come.